Hello, and happy Wednesday. Thank you, Steve. I forgot the day. Evening. Well, it's evening here, but that ended up taking my intro was longer than I expected because we had to break up a bit of a bunny fight. We have one girl who likes to bite butts, and she doesn't have a lot of strength in her back legs, so when her brother gets annoyed and chases her, it ends up with her falling, and, you know, he wants to bite her at that point, so we had to break up a little bit of a bunny fight and separate them for a bit, but they seem to be doing okay now. She's eating some hay, and he's pouting, as he always does, after a fight, because he's a gentle soul. Exactly. She does seem to be doing okay. She just was running around a little bit. I gave her some pain meds, so hopefully that should help. But, yes, so, let's move on, huh? You probably don't want to hear about our bunny fights. Yes, so, today we are starting COLINA Legacy, which is an indie horror. And I mean, other than that, I don't know anything about it. It was on sale. I know that it was on sale when I was looking for games. And I believe it's a puzzle game because I think in the description it talks about like kind of being based on escape rooms, or like the idea they wanted to have the feeling of an escape room. So that's all I know, and I've heard good things. It's got pretty good ratings, but I haven't watched any walkthroughs or any reviews or anything like that, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited. Let us get started. Did I say it's a horror game? It's a horror game, if you couldn't tell from the screen and the music. All right, let's do this. I just got me so discombobulated, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. Survival. We're gonna do normal. We're normal in here. We're normal adjacent.
Don't have death.
No. Think about everything you know and then think about why you know it. Are our thoughts simply hardwired from previous experiences, or do we have actual control over them? If we have that much control over our thoughts, it was probably something profound and I missed it. I missed the last bit. Caw-caw, caw-caw. Looks like it says old something.
Pietro, where are you? It's Alex! Help! Someone help! Help!
It sounded like somebody drowned. That's unfortunate. A game by COLINA team. The game is called COLINA Legacy. That is the saddest looking lobster crab thingy. It's also dead because it's red, and they only turn red when you cook them.
Shh. Mommy's here, baby. Mommy's here. Mommy saved you. I'm here to take care of you.
Sounded creepy.
I get the impression that the mother probably tells herself that she saved her child.
Yeah, I was wondering that too. Like, maybe she didn't actually save the kid. And so she's got an imaginary child. Vroom, vroom!
There's absolutely no reason for worrying, Nina. Your mother is all right. You know how she is, always thinking the worst about everything.
Yes, I know. That's exactly the reason why I worry. Maybe she's done something stupid.
I don't think so. You'll see when we get there. She might be a little upset for whatever reason you two fought, but that's all.
Why do you assume we fought again? Anyways,
Don't you always
I
say?
don't know. It's been a long time since, I'm just afraid of what she's gonna say.
Did I ever actually
been a
say
while
welcome to
since,
the danger dungeon?
We spent time together.
I don't
as a
remember.
family. You, the boy, and I.
My whole
my
vibe
weekends
is
with you.
thrown off.
I also like to spend time with you.
Not now, Pietro. That's not the time. Honestly, I just called you because I was desperate and there was no one else I could call.
Ouch.
Thanks for helping.
Mom?
Yes, honey?
I
Yeah,
had
I
a
believe
weird
that.
dream, Mom.
There's still a while to go, hun. Oh, the rain is so soothing. Why don't you go back to sleep? You can tell me all about your dream later.
Okay. Can you wake me up when we get there? I want to see Granny too.
He wants to see Granny. So I think you play as the kid. Alex also sprints. Puppet is versatile. Those words make no sense.
Mom, where are you?
He had his backpack on.
I asked you to wake me up when we arrived.
A letter of despair. My dearest daughter, is it with it? It is with a very heavy heart I must tell you of the things that have occurred in the last couple of weeks. I cannot sleep. My nights are plagued by horrible nightmares, and my days are no better, filled with strange noises all around the house. It feels like something is following my every step, that something is watching me intimately. It must be something lurking in the darkness. It's taunting me, waiting for a vulnerable moment to rob me of the last shreds of my sanity. I write to you because I am desperate and I have been drained of all hope. I can no longer see the light anymore. I know things are not great between us, but please, I beg you, send someone to me. Someone who has the bravery to take me away from here, who can help me leave. I'm losing more and more of myself and being replaced by this place's madness. I tried to call, but the phone only seems to mock me. I think I'm nearing my end. Please help me. Okay. An Alchemist's Tale, Part 1. The amulet seems to react to light. I cannot grasp entirely, but it does so inherently. I must shine light directly through the amulet in order to illuminate the hidden glyphs. I can recognize the glyphs as I've seen them before, but my memory is hazy at best. I can't trust how I know these glyphs. From what I can reliably recall, these glyphs are known as glyphs of power. They say glyphs an awful lot in this. Used in a long-forgotten past when time itself was still quite young. They are meant to reveal an aspect of reality that we are not capable of comprehending on our own. They are meant to be some sort of seal, created by God, and perhaps even of seeing a God. Tome of the Burning Crimson. Puppet string extracted directly from the living tissue of an ancient one. Use it to recover your link with the old god and their ancient secrets. Restores HP.
Well, that's not disturbing at all.
I'm not disturbed. Tome of the Burning Crimson. An ancient book, strange etchings on its cover. It doesn't seem to be written in any known language. She didn't say the word glyphs in that. It's a beautiful painting. I wonder where this guy is heading to. Apparently, I'm already almost out of batteries. A birthday card cherished. Happy birthday, Granny. I can't believe it's your 68th birthday. I miss you a lot. Yes, even Mom does too, even if she's too stubborn to admit it. I wish things were different, that she wasn't so thick-headed and she would come to see you herself. I mean, I don't know what happened between you two, and no matter how many times I ask her, she won't tell me. Sorry, I should be celebrating your birthday instead of venting on your card. I hope you have an amazing day, and please know how much we all miss you. Please don't tell Mom I sent this. You know how she can be when she's mad. Love, Alex. Okay. Old God's amulet. What? I don't know what it does. An amulet from ages past. Okay.
Alex, hon, don't blame your father. He's just afraid of losing me. A witch once said he would, and now he's paranoid. He's outside, just waiting for you. Careful, hon. He almost let you drown once, remember? You might
Jesus!
say he just wants to smack some sense into you. God knows he's done it before. I'm just afraid he might beat you to death this time.
Jesus.
Got monsters inside your head, my little king.
So many pills. I really hope Granny wasn't feeling too sick. Mom and Dad, where could you have gone? Such old pictures. I remember these, though. It's been a long time since we've taken pictures together. The fuck? The fuck is that? A painting of a flower. That is disturbing. I don't know why, but the face in this painting reminds me of swans. Okay. So I do know that they said much where I read about
What the? Is that blood?
like where I read about it being similar to I'm sorry, I'm so distracted by that. Escape room that also the flashlight is basically your only weapon. A birthday card never sent. My sweet Alex, congratulations on your 16th birthday. It felt like just yesterday I was holding you in my arms in the hospital. Now you're nearly a man. I wish you a day full of joy, my dear one. I truly wish I could be there with you on your special day, but you know your mom. She wouldn't want me to. I want you to have the happiest day possible, without us fighting for once. I will give you your gift next time you visit me. I miss you so much. Best wishes, as always. Love, your Granny. Aw. It seems like they have a good relationship.
Mom, stop saying those things to Alex when he calls you. You've already turned my husband against me. Now you want to do the same with my son? Just stop it, or else I'll forbid him calling as well. You wouldn't want that, would you?
Jesus.
Mom, are you there? Is everything all right? Call us back when you can. Mom, I'm worried. I've heard the news from the village down the hill. We've been trying to contact you for a while. I know you're still mad at me, but please, at least answer when Pietro calls you. Mom, I know you're there. Stop playing stupid games with us.
Jesus.
Sorry,
She's very up and down.
We're so worried. We want to go and check on you. We're on our way there. Talk later.
No. Why is it telling me to run? Yeah, I'm sorry. I would be interacting with that, but okay. It's locked. It's locked. Rebels folly. There was a rebel once who fled to the further reaches of this dimension. Filled with a bitterness of their defeat, to break free, they desired to open a door to the other realm. When they did manage to bridge the other realm with ours, the Raider of the Stars burst through, wielding the mighty light sword in its hand with fire in its eyes. He found and Lorian to bring him before the Ancient Ones. Okay. Batteries! And a battery charger.
Drown. Drown. Drown.
The fuck you say?
Drown. Drown.
Just gonna very casually walk away. It's fine. Everything's fine, don't worry about it. Ah! It's still charging. Oh. Nice. that can't be good. Oh, that also can't be good. I'm gonna go ahead and say none of this is good. An ominous message! Not forget what happened last time. A newspaper report. The maniac has been caught. It appears the citizens of Sila can now sleep safely that maniac has been removed from the streets. On Monday, the 12th of May, at approximately 6:21 p.m., the suspect, whose name has been kept from the public as per safety regulations, was arrested by a police officer on duty after they attempted to assault and steal from an elderly woman. The victim has chosen to remain anonymous at this time. The suspect, known primarily for their crimes of petty theft, admitted that they were attempting to mug the elderly woman of a piece of jewelry. Though the suspect initially claimed that they knew her and that the jewel in question previously belonged to them, these claims since have been proven to be false. An insider source, who has also chosen to remain anonymous at this time, revealed to us that throughout the interrogation, the suspect behaved rather erratically. The thieves seemed as if they were afraid of something, as if they were afraid of their own shadow. At first, we attributed this behavior to possible chemical abuse or signs of mental illness. However, when the suspect confessed that they were the one behind the recent string of kidnappings and murders that have been concurrently taking place in the village for the past few weeks, it was incredibly unexpected. They also claimed to be a doctor, but upon police inspection of the suspect's house, there was no evidence to support their claim. Instead, there were files and reports found at the suspect's house that contained disturbing and gruesome details of his alleged experiments. We have been unable to uncover more clues as of yet to support their claims, but after a recent medical examination, the suspect has been declared clinically insane. Yeah, they sound it. An old television. Booze. The smell is unbearable. The Prodigy. Young Prodigy is a national finalist. Alexander Mazeria, 15, is considered a prodigy amongst his townsfolk of Sila. He has become the pride of his city of Naples. Alex, as he is lovingly called by his family, managed to beat last year's former national chess champion. This win secured Alex a spot as a finalist of the 23rd Annual National Chess Championship. When we asked Alex himself what was his secret to winning, he said, "There is no secret really, just a love of studying, too many chess guides and books, but most importantly of all, practice and discipline." The final game to determine the winner will take place next weekend. We wish Alexander the best of luck.
Lost that match.
Oh, that sucks. There is like a lot of ambient noise in this bad boy. Yes, and some random shouting at me to drown. Yellow. Are you okay? Just kind of assumed somebody was there at the front door. The research, part 1. Extensiveness of the abilities attributed to the artifact hasn't been thoroughly tested on stronger subjects. For the most part, the results have been underwhelming, with the majority of the subjects expiring sooner rather than later. The methodology I employed is rather simple. The captured subject is exposed to the artifact and forced to use it for a short period of time that increases daily. Most subjects don't make it past the first day. I suspected that my methods were failing me. Between the tremendous stress of kidnapping and the torture, which is still deemed as necessary evil to this day, I wasn't receiving the results that we initially hoped for. After I finished with the control group, I will update my methods. Currently, the documented side effects across all subjects were of increased paranoia, insomnia, and loss of the notion of time. There weren't considerable variations between subjects, but I do believe that they fall on a negligible margin of error. The artifact remains the most effective against weak minds. Okay. Letter from Nina. Dear Mom, I know things haven't exactly always been great between us, and I recognize I'm to blame for some of it. I've learned to accept that. I'm writing to you today since letters are the only way I can reach you, because I wanted to let you know Alex won't be coming to spend the next week with you. I know he really wants to, and I know that Pedro has told you that he would, but I cannot allow it. It is getting close to the anniversary of you know what, and I don't want him to have any chance to remember what happened that day. Please do not insist or contact Alex about this. The less he knows is what is best for him. Regards, Nina. Moby Dick. So I have a key, so I wonder if it's for this room up here. It's locked. No, really?
Would never guess.
I would not have guessed that at all. Oh, I can't use it here. I'm not enjoying the noises. It is a painting of a flower. Okay. A painting Granny has been working on. Fuck you, door. Okay. Sorry, the alarm to switch the bunnies went off. And I found while watching one of the past streams that you guys can hear it when it goes boing, boing, boing. In the realm other, slumbering beneath the wave, okay. Oh shit. Fighting against complacency. The humans tremble in fear. For I know their sin. Okay. We await your arrival by the roadside. I don't understand. It's not my fault. I have done everything I could. Whoa! I bet I'm gonna have to remember that. It's fine. It's fine. What could possibly go wrong? I might have to get, like, a notebook to write shit down. Oh. They only wish to tell you a story. They want to tell you how it began. I call shenanigans on that. Just throwing that out there. All the shenanigans on that bad boy. This time of year, we get so many flies in the house. Ones that are in here bugging us. And it's really annoying me. It is really annoying me. I know you guys don't care. It's that time of year. Oh, hey there. Hey there, ho there. Turn back Oedipus. What the fuck you say? Hello. A blight born in out of darkness. It can only be purged through light. If you do not know the password, it might be good to try a name. Okay. Okay. The father of swans. Listen to your consciousness. Oh, hello. Live, live, awaken. Dearest puppet, puppet of mine. Walk. Beware of the shine. It is blood. Thank you for asking. Remember what happened last time. I can feel his strings in me. Ugh. It is true terror personified. Disturbing. The light. They know my name. The light illuminates his features. Finish what I started. They gave me my name. Okay. Very confuzzled. It's not. Okay. This is another one. Okay, there's somebody crossed out on all of these. This mind of yours. Okay. Oh, I can do stuff with paintings. I wonder if I have to, like... put them somewhere. So I picked that up and it's got a splotch on it. And that one is green. There was a... This one in here was blue. Maybe I'm supposed to take it? Or green, I should say. I am puzzled. Yo. You. What you doing, yo? Oh, that's a good idea, Steve. Nope. Nothing. I am very lost. I'm gonna look up and see if I am even remotely know what I'm doing. Ha! I killed one of the flies and it made me happy. Okay, walkthrough. I did not add walkthrough. Because, like, I know that it's supposed to be... I know that it is a... It's supposed to be all puzzles and stuff, but... Well, I don't want to watch it. I wanna see it. I wanna read. Oh, that sucks. There's no written guides. Ooh, I killed another one. What is that noise? It's probably just annoyed that I was standing there for far too long. Not doing anything. Alright. There's gotta be something with this red here. It's glowy, you know?
Like every time when you're writing underneath, there's
Oh,
this.
like when I shine the light and it's got that red text.
Yeah, or no, I mean like when you look at the reading of the guy and it says for some reason it's meant to be a swan.
Swans.
And then when you shined, it said Father of Swans.
Swans. And then there's swans over here. I don't know why, but the face in this painting reminds me of swans. And then I looked over here and there are, in fact, swans. And that says, feel what is not yours. What is not. Awaken. Dearest puppet. That would make sense because it's not I can't interact with everything. So it would make sense.
I wonder if that you grab that.
No, it just says, I don't know why, but the face remains. the father of swans. And the swans over here. Maybe I have to find all the swans? Let's go see if there was any swans down here. Is that a painting of anything? I can't tell. Maybe tracks in the snow. There's floral. Ooh, I was able to grab that bad boy. I wonder if I can put one. No. And the message when the puppet was there, like, started appearing, the message from what is allegedly the mother was talking about the father, like, letting me die, or that he would let me die, or something like that. So this says, a puppet. It looks like it could have been alive once. So that's clearly the kid who did not get saved. Just throwing that out there. So many pills. I hope Granny wasn't too sick. Mom and Dad, where could you two have gone? It's a beautiful painting. I wonder where this guy was heading to. Oh. That's the same picture that's in the stairwell.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the one that I couldn't tell what it was. I wonder. Tome of the Burning Crimson. Mer. No. That's the one that I keep looking at. This is wonder where the guy is going. Yeah, that's the same as that picture right there, I think. No, I tried. I can't reach it. I assume I need to, like, get a chair or something now. I don't understand why it's glowy. I mean, it's clearly not blood. It's locked. I'm sorry, my dearest, for all the deception.
Granny's body's behind that thing that smell is.
Yeah, like here. Although, there's the trash. Part of me wonders if that's a glitch. Okay. I'll stop focusing on it then, I suppose. Oh, hey. Hey, ho there. Hey there. Hey there. Ho there. The power to guard the gateways between the humans and the gods, and to break its locks. Yeah, I gotta go plug the flashlight in. Boop boop doop 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 doop. Boop. Well, hello there. That's what happens apparently when you read the freaking book. It tells you that you can break locks.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what I hit, but like it was telling something about the glyphs. Okay, so I think I hit X. And it said that it breaks locks. And then the other glyphs. There's a glyph of death. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah. This is the gift of life taker. Absorbing the essence of what was once alive and sending it to the in-between, where the silent reigns as in judge. And, its might is as powerful weapon against those who will stop Alex. Now it guards the door instead. Young Alex's artwork. Me, Gran, and Mommy. So it was supposed to come here next because I already found the second part. So, okay, I feel like I'm kind of starting to get the hang of it a bit. More swan. This. Okay. A children's nursery rhyme. Almighty, who might it be? If not the sun, then the sun and the sea. Almighty, who might it be? It's the stars who shine brightly with glee. Almighty, who might it be? The children whom run and hide and flee. Almighty, who might it be? The son of the moon, he has come for me. Okay. Okay, fine. A shard of the orb of the moon. Okay. Would you like to save your progress? Yes.
I wonder if that's where you hang.
Oh, you smart cookie, you. Steve, you're a smart cookie.
I think this is like your.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is... Oh, they're not in order. Yes. 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 It asked me if I wanted to remove the painting. And I said, no, thankle. This lamp is acting weird. Read that. Decipher Swan's code. Oh, hello. Short, 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 long, short. Short, short, short. I mean, Oh, that first one is long. Oh, okay. Long. Long, short, short. Long, short. 1/2 of the swan trinket. Woo! Next time I play this, I should get you on too, and we'll tag team it.
Okay.
Steve said okay. That way you can hear when he's like, because he's helping. Because he's a good helper, Bunny. So it... I don't know. Whoa, hello. The dreadful god... I'm guessing that's Smiles. Smiles in the darkness. What was that one again? Of death. The silence. Contains a part of the silent soul, the gift of the life taker. Absorbing the essence of what was once alive. The puppet. I was just thinking that. Now that we know that, like, the hints are pretty, like... They're not necessarily subtle once you realize that you're getting hints. And now that we figured that out, it's definitely much more enjoyable. Give them the light. All right. Is that...
Unless you're a swan.
Oh, maybe. Like the father of swans. Maybe it's the blood?
Maybe.
No, it doesn't seem like it's doing anything. Which was once alive. No. If it affected that doll, I'd be real annoyed, I'm not gonna lie. Finish what I started. Although I think I did use it on that thing in the corner in the room across. So, and that's how I got the half of the moon. So I wonder if that was what that was hinting at. Be sure to save your progress.
Oh, okay. That's why that's there was more writing.
Oh. More numbers.
So the numbers have to be coded.
Yeah, because there was a whole bunch downstairs too. Yeah. So I'll have to figure out where that is. And it should be like a full open flower if it's the pattern I think it is. Save your progress. All right.
The light that will leave with light or something. I wonder if that will work on that.
No, it doesn't look like it. There
What
must.
about the other one?
I'd used both of them. Yeah, I had used the blue one first. Okay. That was where I got one of them. So this is the art room. All right. So I'm okay. I thought we were making progress. We were making progress. And then I feel like I have hit the wall again. Alright. I am going to take a quick break, and I'm probably going to look up a little bit of kind of what I'm supposed to be doing while I do that. So I will be back in just a few minutes. Alrighty, and we back. So yes, I looked and I did not notice everything here in the save room. I apparently did not search enough. So, yeah. And of course, now I know how to open this, so. So there we are.
Your mother's name.
Yes. There was a hint that had popped up earlier that said that something to the effect of if you can't think of a number or a word, if it's not numbers, it could be a word.
Yeah,
It could be a name, yeah. So. I'm gonna charge my batteries first. Dun, 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 dun. I need to make some elevator music so that I could just play it. Do, 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 do. Like hold music.
Just find an instrumental version of Raindrops Keep Falling on Your Head.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I need to stop that before I get busted for stealing songs. So it was the key.
Hello?
But BAMZs. Okay. So I think that's the trick, is I'm going to have to like really pay attention to that. I'm looking at everything. Of Wrath. In the time long forgotten, when time itself dwelled in the space between the cosmos, the son of the moon poured all of his might into the creation of the divine glyphs. The power was so immense that it was derived from the essence of the universe. He remained undaunted and victorious, for once resting in pursuit of his grand design. Absolute and infinite, the son of the moon reigned supreme, as his rule went undisturbed as time began to grow and shift the cosmos. When he finally felt everything was as it should be, it was only then did he seek respite. During his rest, life learned how to evolve. Life as we came to understand it came to be in existence. Life learned how to evolve, to adapt, but life was also ambitious with the singular goal of expansion. In its chase for power, a new race of beings arose. They were called humans, but humans were plagued by thoughts of their existence and their purpose. The humans and the stars gazed back. The ancient ones, sons of the eldest, taught the humans of a spell that was as ancient as the universe itself. It was a potent spell, and given this new power, the humans used the magic for destruction. For humans were easy prey to corruption's allure, slaves to their impulses and ambitions. Emboldened by magic, the humans awoke the dormant son of the moon and imprisoned the god with magic. They sealed the door to the other realm with a primitive man-made amulet designed to be both a key and a prison. Ashamed and humiliated, the Son of the Moon made a vow of revenge against his would-be captors. So he became more and took on the persona of the Puppet Master, a monster worse than death as he fed upon the sanity of those who dared to use his own magic against him. So I don't think the people who did this were native English speakers, only because some of the phrasing is off. Or like a word will be awkward, yeah. And the names are very Italian-y, so I'm guessing they're probably Italian.
Yeah.
The Puppet Master made the humans will his own, biding his time, setting plans in motion. In the space between the cosmos, there were more grand beings, and they too were watching. The Almighty, also known as the Wise One, observed from his perch in oblivion as the Son of the Moon plotted and urged. The eldest observes too, and he is restless, for he doesn't forgive, nor does he forget. Dun dun dun! Huh, got another one. Sorry, another fly. It was hanging out, and I squished it with my notebook. Because it deserved it. They do not seem to have been touched in a while. It has not known the touch of a woman for 50 years. Come on, I'm funny.
You are funny.
Nothing useful here. Whoa, hello. Do we... Okay. Give them life. Hello. No, it's probably just the blue. Beware of the 6. Okay. So apparently beware of the 6. Like 6 o'clock? Car. I mean, okay. Light shines through void. All right. So, let's see if I can find something round. Show me potato salad. I don't know why I thought of, like, Family Feud. Family Guy Family Feud. Yes. Show me potato salad. This is what my brain... This is Steve's life. Me just randomly saying things. 90% of the time with absolutely no introduction or anything. Yes, I would like to save. Thank you for asking. I don't know why the save music is so like, you're gonna die. Good luck. Okay. Steve just showed me the answer of the twisty puzzle. The glyph of life.
I don't know where you would go. Maybe it's just something you just keep turning
until yeah.
Ain't nobody.
Ain't nobody got time for that. So basically it points this way.
Get it a little bit long.
Okay. And then oh, that makes sense. I knew that the angle had to like meet up with something. I just didn't know what.
What's that about?
Oh, it made a noise. I bet I want to go use it on the puppet.
Probably.
The glyph of life.
Is someone there?
Contains part of the light sword's soul. Capable of purging the blight of darkness. Oh. Hello. Oh, hello. What the fuck was that? That was a puppet! That was a puppet!
Where's my baby? Where's my love? I lost him. Please. Where are you, my love?
Okay. Hey, bitch! Excuse you? Fuck did they get? I can hear it moving.
Pretty for my little edifice. Nobody is taking it from me.
Alex, my child, I know you don't want to think about it anymore, but please remember.
God, that was
Granny.
terrifying.
Granny, where are you? Where's Mom?
Please, Alex. It wants you to remember last time you were here.
Maybe Mom is dead. Okay, so glyph of death is how I kill the puppet. Do 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 do. Hold music.
I know.
That fucking bitch. Yes? Not really. But yes? Yeah, I was gonna look and see if there was anything on the walls first. I despise the moon. Coolsies! The research, part 3. I missed part 2. The second subject was surprisingly more resilient. I chose an elderly woman who lived alone on a hill, who I often helped with chores and groceries. It was important I kept up appearances to not garner suspicion. She appeared fairly healthy considering her age, though she seemed to be suffering from the early stages of dementia. Ooh, excuse me. In truth, I had expected her to fare worse than my first subject, that she would only survive a couple of hours at most. Presently, she has been exposed to the artifact for 27 days and counting. Her mental health, however, has been steadily declining. She has called the police 15 times in the past 2 weeks with claims of hearing strange and disturbing sounds in and around her property. I assumed it was due to the associated paranoia and hallucinations in correlation to the previous subjects. However, it seems the amulet itself reacted differently to her, as its effects didn't seem as strong as it did with the previous subjects. Yeah, since it's being all glowy. Oh, it's inside. But ding! But ding dong ding. Yep. There she blows. No. I don't have whatever glyph it needs.
There was something glowing.
I know, I can't get it to activate though.
Oh, I hadn't realized it was glowing.
Oh, yeah. That was the thing I was trying to get to. Yeah.
More red glowy stuff.
More red glowy stuff. I'm assuming I don't have whatever it is I need to make that red glowy stuff. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's doing anything. I should go bring that up there. And then I can go, like, in a logical manner around the yard. Yes, I would like to return to Granny's house, thank you. Lift of life. Contains part of the Lady of the Golden Womb's soul. It is the gift of life giver. It strengthens what strengthens what once was dead and gives life, even if only for a short duration. Oh! Oh no, you didn't. I'm gonna let that be your call. Probably not. But we're gonna. God damn it! I can hear it moving. This is creepy, yo!
It is creepy.
He's very creepy.
Alex, what are you doing, my little king?
Mom?
Fuck you.
Can't you see it right behind you, my love? It's right there. It's so obvious. And so well hidden, controlling every step you take. Alex, hon, please, open your eyes.
I'm scared of the puppet. Did you notice the pictures had changed?
No, I haven't.
Look, isn't
Yeah,
that disgusting?
That is disgusting. And I'm also adding that, here it is.
Because
Puppet.
puppet. Creepy fucking puppet. Ain't nobody got time for the creepy fucking puppet.
And it seems to come to life every time you unlock it.
Yeah. What do you say? Oh, I already said that. The moon. I despise the moon. Oh, hello. For when it spreads its light on us. I'm stuck. The Lady of the Golden Womb. Born out of a whisper from the void and the flicker of a dying thought. Is the deity known for both misfortune and venture. She ventures with her swollen, golden, and bright belly across the outer skies. She shines her light throughout the darkest corners of the unknown silence. She was entrusted with the glyph of life, for her womb of gold bears the energy of all creation. Her womb of gold bears the energy of all creation, not gold bears.
Her womb of gold bears.
Well, I was confused about why she would have gold bears in her womb. But
I mean, it's a valid question.
It is a valid question. All right. So, short, long, long, short, long, short, long, long, short, long. 1/2 of the swan trinket.
So you should
I now have yeah, but yes, I do have both halves. I must have to put it in something like the gent. Yeah.
You must have to find where it goes.
Yeah.
Guess look at there.
Yeah, it's a puppet string. I don't particularly enjoy that the scary thing is puppets. Just gonna throw that out there. However, I am less frustrated with this than I was with Visage. And considering that was, puzzle based as well. I like too that they make the crying obvious. Like, you hear it. You don't have to strain for it. Generators are a way for Alex to recharge his batteries. Oh, he's outside. Cozies. It's locked. Finish it. I love that we both said that in the same voice.
We did.
Because of course we did. Oh, there was a thingy back there. Which does not bode well for not having a bunch of shit jump out at you. Okay. So I have no idea what that would be. Give them death. Alright. Yeah. Is this the death one? Yes, it is. Sweet. What was the glyph I just got?
Life.
Okay, so I have light, life, death, and gift. So that, got about half of them. Just gonna keep looking around. Got like 15 or 20 more minutes before I call it a night. The shard of the orb of the moon. So now I have 2 of them. I'm gonna have to go down there eventually, aren't I?
Not sure you got all the writing around.
Oh, I am afraid of it. Oh, hey. Hey! I don't like that I'm finding all of these.
Because you're gonna have to use them.
Yes, I am. Research Part 2. After much deliberation and revisions, I have finally updated my methodology. This new method is a lot riskier, but the results alone are overwhelmingly worth it. I first chose 2 people I had known personally. At first, it seemed a reckless and stupid decision, but the soothing voices from inside the artifact reassured me my choice had been suitable. Utilizing this method, I would be able to record the results at a safe distance. The first subject was a middle-aged man who was once dear to me. I gave the artifact under the guise of a keepsake. To my surprise, it affected him quicker than anticipated. He was widowed a long time, yet he revealed to me that he could see his wife even though her body was rotted and decaying. He still thought her beautiful as the moon in a glittering sky. Gross.
Yeah.
His words, however poetic, were proof of his sanity being compromised by the artifact. I suspect his imagery of the moon correlates to the son of the moon, for I have been having similar thoughts myself. The subject died 2 days later. Sanity gone, he shot 2 children and then hung himself. Jesus. I observed this and collected the artifact after. It would have been more efficient to simply shoot himself, but I wonder if maybe the slow death was a way of seeing her one last time, one last kiss before oblivion. That is disturbing. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I had a fly flying in my face. Okay, so that goes under. I'm going to assume that goes in the middle. I hate these slidey type puzzles because I am bad at them. I need to get this bad boy down. And that... Oh, fuck. Because that guy needs to go in the middle. I think these 2 need to change places, and then these 2 need to change places. Nope. I'm gonna give up on that one for a little while. I might actually have to look in to see how to make that one happen, because I am horrible at those slidey puzzles. I don't know why they're, like, considered a kid's thing. A shard of the orb of the moon. I see the moon and the moon sees me. There's another one of those puzzles.
Where are you guys? Where are you two?
The Scholar and the Door, Part 1. When conversing with the Mother of Gods, I asked what, amongst all other living beings in the vast universe, were so keen on knowing everything. She told me because humans were the offspring of the Tellurian, we were also doomed to bear his mistakes. Intrigued, I wanted to inquire further about what flaws a godly being could possess. But time was fleeting, and I could feel myself being pushed back. I was still half awake, and when I went back through one of the many doors and caught a glimpse of something no one else in the Order had seen yet, the Grand Master was eager to hear what I learned afterwards, to know what I had seen lying dormant inside of many doors. Of the many doors. Oh, you know what? I'm up to like 6 of these bad boys, and I am... Yeah.
That's concerning.
That is a concerning amount of these. Squeak, squeak. The silent darkness. Folklore passed down by the generations has taught us that the first thing one sees when they died is called the silent. He is an ambiguous being, slender with the an insurmountable tower. Sounds like Slender Man. His ever watchful eyes glaring scornfully at one's spirit. It is this moment he allows the spirit to peer once into the infinite, to aid one's understanding of its place amongst the whole of creation and the endless void, seeing its future and past iterations of itself in the many universes that exist at once. Once the spirit acknowledges its place amongst all there is, only then is one able to proceed into oblivion and restore its borrowed energy to all things. Tome of the Lady. It's locked. If I remember correctly, I cannot open it. You do remember correctly, dude. My dude. There are a lot of doors out here. Oh my god, it's another one. I think I'm up to like 7 or 8 now. The Alchemist's Tale, Part 2. Once all the glyphs have been assembled and the ritual has begun, there is only one way to leave the ritualistic circle and free oneself from the binding of the amulet. You must absolutely complete the ritual. Failure to do so or any interruption to the ritual's process will end in possibly permanent, irreversible binding. One must also cast the spell, though not just any old spell will do. It must be the spell passed down from the first of our kind. The amulet contains the power source necessary to absorb the seals that bind the door to the other realm. After absorbing the energy of each glyph, you must then learn them. Each glyph has a unique spell of its own, as they contain the essences of the undying gods and must be handled with utmost caution and specificity. I stumbled over easy words, but specificity.
No problem.
No problem. No problem found. By learning the glyphs in their true form, it allows the one who casts the spells to be able to comprehend the design of all things and to unequivocally seal and open the doors to all the other realms in the many universes. Okay, cool, sis. Ooh. I keep getting caught on things. Okay. Oh, hello. It sometimes makes them distant and ingenious and hideous. Can't tell what that says. The familiar and something. I'm afraid of it. The moon. Okay. Didn't actually mean to do that. Alright, so I'm gonna plug in. Pay attention to where the puppets are pointing to transcend the current environment. Okay. Means I'm gonna be running into more freaking puppets. Don't we just love the puppets? They are so delightful. Did I actually plug it in? Yes, I did. All right. Let's do this. Maybe I'm a puppet. Yes, I would like to venture into the woods. No, I would not like to venture into the woods. Thank you. Thank you for the creepy.
Okay.
Thank you. Come again. Did you hear it? I thought I heard a noise. I don't like the ominous music. Fuck. Is that the correct glyph? Glyph of death. Did I just die?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Okay. Okay. Fuck. That makes me sad.
I don't know how far back.
It was a while. Yeah. Fucking marionette puppet thing.
I think it was only on there.
Yeah, I think it's technically downstairs.
Alex, what are you doing, my little king?
Mom?
Can't you see it right behind you, my love? It's right there. It's so obvious. It's so well hidden, controlling every step you take. Alex, hon, please, open your eyes.
Alright.
The writing change.
I don't know. Finish what I now. I wonder if it's pointing at the mom. Like, I'm not even reacting to the fact that all of these pictures have changed.
Except for one of the...
It made it up real fast. Just throwing that out there. Because the other one waited for a while. Like, it was a while before it came up.
Yes. You don't want to have to go through that.
I don't want to have to go through that again. Why the ominous music when I save? For realsies. And I am... How the hell am I supposed to beat that thing? So I need to figure out what those could be. I don't... Yeah, I don't have, like, dates or anything. Oh, the Rebel's Folly. Like, I was real confident that that woman was not going to be up there yet, and I was going to have to go find her. And...
There she was.
There she was! Unexpectedly. Hanging out. Where the fuck was the other half of the swan? Oh, it was over here. Oh, I can't believe all of that work. Short, long, short, short, long. 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 Short. Long. So short, long, long, short, long. Short, long, long, short, long. I already read you. With...
You want to get it.
Yep. You have the golden bear inside of your womb. How the fuck am I supposed to kill that thing?
Maybe there's something in one of those boxes that...
Yeah. Because there were 2 of them that I couldn't get into. And as opposed to, like, needing the right color for the right thing, those ones actually need, like, they're a puzzle to be solved. And they're 4 numbers. I despise the moon. You know what? I think it despises you too. I think it does.
No.
I know I'm not wrong. It is, but I need the glyph of life. But ding. Finish what I started. How did I miss that the first time? I hope you find this note. If you do, it means you found the amulet. There's hope then. That's the first step. I already laid the groundwork for you. All you gotta do is follow its design. I prepared the ritual, but could not finish it. I'm afraid I might be too frail, not a worthy vessel for the might inside the amulet. I was foolish, my love. I think I've done something horrible. The old god, the son of the moon, has gotten me. Alex, dear, I urge you, collect the glyphs, finish the ritual, and you shall see them again, your parents. You might just remember what they really are. Under the earth, there's a door and a temple. Inside, there's a portal. Through you shall find the warden. Through you shall find the warden, and then the old god shall find itself. Go and meet the fiend, my dear. Give me peace. Find the son of the moon. Face the old god. Do it for me, for them, for truth, so you can remember it once again and erase that heinous dream. But be careful, love. There are those who seek to stop you. The children of gods and the flaming hound, bats, seek to destroy you. The moonchild awaits below. The hound waits above. The hound waits around. Be mindful of their might. Good luck, my love. Forgive me. Valentina and C6? Home of the Moonchild. Okay. An ancient book, strange etchings on the cover. It doesn't seem to be written in any known language. Tome of the Burning Crimson. That's the Tome of the Burning Crimson, which would make sense that I would need it to, like, do stuff. Giggity. Now I have to walk around and find all this crap again. It's full of blood. Where's the blood come from? Yo mama. Of course you were thinking that, Steve. We're the same person, practically.
Pretty much.
In the healthiest way possible. Not in the you people are weird sort of way.
Yep. Totally normal.
Totes normal. Don't worry about it. Okay. So. Oh, hello. Give them life. I don't think so. There's nothing, like, glowing. You know? Because I think the things you use it on glow so that you know.
I see.
I wonder if that's part of, like, the quote-unquote normal setting.
Oh, maybe.
I wonder if it was survival, it would not... You'd have to figure it out on your own, essentially. I have to say, I am enjoying this game. Other than just dying there, like...
That and the puppet.
That and the fucking puppet. Oh, fuck. Maybe I'll look up the order in which to do this. Because I am not good at it. COLINA. Sliding. Slinging puzzle. Okay, slide puzzles! Yeah. Apparently everybody hates the slide puzzles. Slide puzzles are the laziest and least imaginative puzzles you can have. Sorry, I ended up getting into, like, not what I wanted. Okay. Slide puzzle. Let me see. Play. Come on, ad. Okay. Coolsies. Oh, fuck. It didn't reset the puzzle. Well, that's not good. Okay, Steve is going to help walk me through this.
Alright, let's see. At the top on the right, move that over to the side.
Okay.
Okay. Move the one that... Well,
sure. Sorry.
There you go. Move that up. Grab the other...
That one?
Nope. That one there. Then the one, slide that down. Slide the sun over to the center, or whatever it is, and then bring that one up. There you go.
Look at you, Steve!
So that's the start of it.
Fuck.
That is where it belongs, but...
So this belongs underneath in the center. And then these two need to be switched, I think. Oh, okay. That one needs to go up. And so there's nothing over here.
Right. Go to the center one. Slide it down, see? Slide that over, then slide. Okay.
So that is in the correct place.
Alright. So now let's see if we can manipulate those last four. To get
That one is also in the right place.
Yeah, but we might have to move it until we can get...
Fuck!
You're... Alright, let's go. Alright. I was thinking... Yeah, that one there. Shit.
We have them backwards.
No, I know, I'm trying to figure how we can, like, rotate them until we get...
Oh, because those ones... I can't just circle them because then those two would be backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. I'm just going around in circles.
Bring that. Yeah, put that one back. Write that down. Go to that one there. Yeah. Let's see that.
Because we need to switch these two. That one and that one. And once I can do that, I can just circle them around. Fuck yeah! I'm so proud of myself.
You should be.
Those are hard, and apparently there's more. Yes. The excitement never ends. I don't know why I just circled that.
I'm glad I helped.
You were a very good help. I would not have gotten to where I could just start, like, circling them around. There's a game that I sometimes play, like a casual game, that's essentially detective stories. Ooh, I got the full orb! And one of the things is occasionally you have to, like, move stuff around so that it, like... Yeah, I can't think of what I'm... Ooh, look at that. It filled my health. I don't know whether to be happy or sad.
Is that something?
I thought so, but I'm not... It's not doing anything, so I guess not. Already looked at you.
I wonder if is there anything inside the truck that you can get at? Oh, I wonder.
AX 255321. No, because it won't let me climb the rock. Okay, then. The old god's tools, the catalyst in the end, was not only a critical part of the amulet, but was also a conduit between the tangible and the intangible. It was the son of the moon's connection to the other worlds he was destroying, and even a few he sought to preserve. The catalyst contained a set of specific rules, designs written down by the Sphinx in its own ancient language. A series of numbers and codes, the means to create from the original creators. But the son of the moon was just one god, and there were many more who sought the catalyst. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. The Tome of the Lady. Oh! I feel like I remember seeing, like, there's something missing from, like, one of the bookshelves. Maybe in that room there. Alright. So I need to go save. That's what I'm going to do now. I kind of just assumed one of the creepy doll things was going to be here. Ba-ding-a-ding. Fuck you too, bitch. I don't think I survived either. Okay, she could be out here. Why did that have to be so hard? That's what she said. Thought it was in here that it said there were books missing, but yep. The Dark Tower. The Dark Tower. So they were talking about Stephen King books. I'm gonna have to, like, change the order of those, I bet. Blue Fairy has a tale to tell.
Can you tell me a story? Of course, my child. I can tell you a story. I will tell you the tale of a father who loved his son very much. Oh, I haven't heard that one yet, Mommy. Is it good? Of course, my child. It's my favorite. There once was a father and a son. The father loved his son very much, until the very day when he made a terrible prophecy that changed everything. Really? What did the witch say, Mommy? You shall be the monster in your son's nightmares. His mother will be his, and only his, and yours will be the doom. These are weird words, Mommy. What do they mean? Time boys wait for the time is right, my love. Don't get ahead of yourself. The father could not bear the thought of death. It must be a tough one.
this is where she hangs out. So outside. All right. I mean, I kind of figured that, but God, that's disturbing. Yes, I would like to save. And with that, I think it's going to be a night. I think that's where I'm going to call it. It was fun. I like this game. I don't like the walking puppets, but, you know, they have to have some creep in here. And the atmosphere is, like,
Very effective.
very effective. And the noises and all of that, very effective. Yeah. It's got the right amount of creep, got the right amount of puzzles so that I'm not super frustrated, but it is still difficult enough that I'm not just like doop 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 doop. Yeah. So good stuff. So thank you for everybody who watched live after the fact through VOD on Twitch or through YouTube. Don't forget to hit that follow button, and following will instantly make you 69% more awesome than an awesome possum. And that's pretty dang awesome. Also, if you are watching on any of those and you hit the follow button, you'll know when I go live and or upload next. And if you are watching on YouTube, head on over to Twitch and you can watch live. Just hit that follow and you can watch live. You'll get the notification when that happens. So, yeah. Thank you to everybody who watched. And until next time, don't put dill hole energy out into the universe. Have a good night.